In this video, I'm going to share with you how to make URLs of your blog post search engine friendly. And the reason we want to do it is because it makes our URLs shorter, nice looking, and easier to find for Google and other search engines. For example, now I'm at the BlogSmarty homepage, and the URL is very short, blogsmarty.com. But if I scroll down to a blog post, create category and subcategory in WordPress, and click on it, and then when the page loads, I will look at the URL of this blog post, and it has year, months, and date, and then the slug for this blog post. So it's this kind of URL is not easy to remember. For example, if I wanted to tell my friend to write this URL down, I'll have to remember the year and the months and the day when this blog post was published. So we want to make it shorter, nice looking, and be able to include the target keywords of our content at the beginning of it. So let me show you how to create a shorter URLs for your blog post. I'll go to dashboard, and under dashboard I'll go to settings, and under settings I'll go to permalinks, and I'll scroll down a little bit, and here I have a common settings for the URL. So the one of them is plain, which contains the ID of the blog post. This is probably the worst case scenario that you do not want to have. And then we have date and time, which might be good for certain sites like newspapers and magazines when they want to have date and the months of the article. And the one which is I always use in my blog is the post name. And this allows the title of the page or the title of the blog post to be included in the URL and does not have the date of it. So let me select this option, post name, and then click on Save Changes. And now I'll go to my posts, and I will scroll down and open the same one in the editor. So I'll click on it. I'll scroll down, and I see that the date is now gone from the URL, and it's much shorter. So I can click on it to change. I can click on the edit button to change it. So if I click on the edit button, I can make it even shorter. So let's, for example, create a new blog post, and we'll name that a blog post. I'll create new blog post, and I'll make the title of this blog post something like how to create search engine friendly URL in WordPress. So this is the title of my blog post. And now if I save this as a draft, this title will be converted to the URL and added to the domain name. So now if I click on edit, I can change it. So the advantage of this search engine friendly URLs is that, again, it makes it easier for Google or other search engine to find the content of your page when it crawls and indexes it. Your URLs becomes memorable, short, and nice, and you can insert target keywords. If my target keyword is WordPress, I'll probably rename it and make it something like this: WordPress, and then create search engine friendly URLs, something like this. And then I would want my title match the slug of my blog post. This is a search engine tip for you to take. Try to always make titles of your blog post match the slug or the URL of your blog post. Another good tip is to do not use underscores into URL. For example, here I have hyphen, and WordPress by default uses hyphens, so do not replace it into underscore, because again, it's confusing, and search engine optimization works better with the hyphens rather than underscores. Try to skip stop words like and, or, but, of, the, and so on. Make your URL, the shorter it is, the easier it is to remember and write it down. And do not overuse with the target word. So for example, if my target word is WordPress, don't abuse and don't insert it everywhere in your URLs, like WordPress create SEO friendly URL for WordPress again. So it makes it confusing to read, and it doesn't help search engine optimization.